Hi Brandon, I'd like to welcome you back to OEW firstly, and I'd like to ask you what made you decide to return back here to OEW?
Well, it's really simple. It goes like this. There's a guy named by Brett Braveheart who me and him got into a little fight the first time. That's the reason I left. So it was my opportunity to come back and whoop his ass.
Wow, there are very strong words, and do you think that you'll be able to do that? And when do you think you might have this opportunity to do that? And if given the opportunity, would you prefer it to be for the European Championship that he is currently holding at the moment?
It first off, I got to prove myself here in the OEW, and I think I could do that by defeating Unganji Ugijin Monday. Whether it be Vince Aftermath, David, the Stinger, Boyce Fang, I don't care who it is. Whoever steps in my way is going to get their ass kicked. If I have to do that to get to the European Championship, I'll do so.
Well, if you end up defeating Nganji, that would leave you in pretty good standings when and if you come up against Brett, because putting that big fella away is one big feat.
What was that again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, that's alright. I was just saying that you beating Unganji in that match when you have it, that would be one pretty big feat and would leave you in good standings when you eventually come up against Brett Braveheart, because beating Unganji isn't easy.
Right, I know it's not easy, but I've done things in the SL wrestling world that no man has ever done. I've competed in numerous main event matches within the companies in SL Wrestling. I was once a superstar in the biggest company in SL Wrestling, and I plan to be a bigger superstar here in OEW.
Okay, and what would be your greatest match that you've ever been in? Who would that have been against?
Well, my greatest match, my favorite match was probably against Revenant Viper back in XWA. That was my favorite, most greatest match I've ever had.
And
that match went over well. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and do you think that you can top that, or perhaps even beat it against one of these guys here in OEW, and make that your new favorite and best match that you've competed in?
Oh, absolutely. Every time I go out to the ring, I do one thing. That's entertain the fans. And they want to see entertaining matches. They don't want to see a brawl. They want to see a wrestling match. And I plan to do so.
Okay, and apart from entertaining the fans as being one of your goals, what would be your other goal here in OEW?
One of my goals would probably be holding a title here in the OEW. And, hell, maybe winning the world title down the road.
Well, there are a lot of people in line for that world title. I suppose if you can beat Nganji and go through Brett and some of the others, I think you would have a good chance of beating Vince of that world title if he still has it by that time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alright, Brandon, I'd like to thank you for this interview today, and it's great to have you back here in OEW, and thank you very much for your time.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
You know, you come in here and you ask me a question, what was that contract about that I had Samantha / Hope Prada sign? Well, I'll tell you exactly what that contract was. To her knowledge, it was a contract to be my manager. That contract she in fact signed was that of her release, without her even knowing it. Why I did this, you may ask? It's simple. While Wolf is still with us here in OEW, Samantha / Hope Prada was not going to be at her 100% best here in OEW, so I took it upon myself and talked to Evan Briggs, and he agreed. So now Sam has finally got rid of that feral wolf forever. Hi Hoist, thank you for joining me here tonight. I'd like to ask you what happened last Monday between you and Rage Ryan Fury. I noticed you went out there and attacked him.
Well, at the beginning of Rush, he came out, what's up, OEW, playing like he was coming back to the OEW. And he was showing off his belt, and I had the idea in my head, well, he's back in OEW, he needs to defend that belt. So, I did what I did, I went out, I offered the challenge. He wanted me to join him in the ring. I got halfway down, I walked back out. If I want Rage, I want him on my terms. And then I was out in the crowd, then I was sitting in a nice folded chair, and another idea ran through my head. And I see he was at a disadvantage, so I hopped the rail. I smashed him with the chair, and then we fought our way backstage. It's just something that needs to be happening, because Rage has got to know that he's not at the top. He couldn't lace my boots. I've been in wrestling here in Second Life longer than he's been alive in Second Life. He couldn't lace my boots.
Alright, and do you think that that attack on Ryan will force him to answer your challenge?
If not, I still can keep doing what I'm doing. It's not going to hurt me none.
Oh, you want to attack somebody from behind? Think you're all tough? Hit me with a steel chair, huh? Huh, you piece of crap. You friggin' piece of garbage. DCWF threw you out, and now you want to be pissed off? Here, I'll give you a reason to be pissed off. Break your friggin' neck. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsors.